A storm in the sacred land of Taishuan. Preposterous. The cry echoed through the great hall, its weight carried by righteous fury. Today is the coronation day of the Holy Sun in the sacred land of Taishuan. How dare an insignificant inner disciple like you barge in and create such a scene? The words reverberated through the crowd, but Ye Chen stood undeterred. Bullshit, he spat. The so-called sacred land of Taishuan, one of the 6 great sacred lands in the eastern wastelands, shows this kind of hospitality? If I don't get justice for her today, I have no right to call myself a disciple of this place. Gasps swept through the assembly. Is this Ye Chen mad? Someone whispered. To speak like that in the great hall. He may be talented, another added, but offending the Lord from the upper realm will bring calamity upon the entire sacred land of Taishuan. A calm voice broke through the noise. Ye Chen, is it? I remember you, the Lord said, his gaze sharp. After all the setbacks in the Battle of the 100 Dynasties, you finally managed to claw your way into the sacred land of Taishuan from your tiny Tonging domain. And now you want to give up your identity as an inner disciple? Ye Chen's expression was resolute. You're being unfair to the Holy Maiden. I won't stand by and watch her be pushed into the fire pit. Arrogant child, someone shouted. How dare you speak rudely to the Lord? Who are you calling a fire pit? Lil Lord Gu, someone stammered. Meanwhile, a different reality unfolded, one only Gu Changa was aware of. I, a transmigrator, found myself in an inexplicable situation the moment I awoke, and my character, Gu Chang'e, appears to be a villain. Like in traditional comics, the stepping stone to elevate the protagonist, the one who always ends up getting slapped. But I have a system, one that exists for reasons unknown. Character, identity, true disciple of the Daoshan Immortal Palace. Physique and bloodline, demonic heart and Taoist bone. Cultivation, peak of the Holy Lord phase. Techniques, Daoshan Immortal Code. Incarnations of 10,000 demons, talent, devouring immortal demons. Destiny value, 50 plus. According to the system, luck is ranked from low to high, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Most people only have red luck, but this Ye Chen, he actually has green luck. He truly is the son of fate. And me? They say villains don't live long, and this black luck symbol hovering over me doesn't help. Back in the hall, a furious disciple stepped forward. Gu Chang'e, stop pretending to be all high and mighty. If you have the guts, say something. A cold frown crossed Gu Chang'e's face. How dare you speak the Lord's name so casually? Ye Chen, another elder barked, you've repeatedly provoked the sect in front of everyone today. Your motives are unclear, and your actions unforgivable. Yes, it's an unpardonable offense to speak so rudely to Lord Gu, another added. Confused, Ye Chen's mind raced. Why is everyone trying to please Gu Chang'e? I'm clearly the most talented in the sect. It's future. Even Chinga isn't speaking up for me. We were close, weren't we? From the sidelines, Gu Chang'e observed him coolly. Seeing the son of fate flustered like this, it's quite satisfying. Gu Chang'e, Ye Chen barked. Do you think staying silent and pretending to be noble makes you righteous? All you do is use your power to suppress others. This Ye Chen is reckless, someone whispered. The Holy Lord stepped forward. I will take Ye Chen down and have him apologize to Lord Gu. Bring it on, Ye Chen declared. Boom! The ground trembled. A battle broke out. This Ye Chen is too overconfident, a disciple muttered, to dare confront Taishuan's holy son head-on. Chu Xuan is in the divine connection phase. His thunderous divine body alone is terrifying. Ye Chen is only at the soul palace phase. Indeed, whispers pass through the hall. The Chu boy's strength has improved. There won't be any surprises in this battle. But Gu Chang'e's eyes twinkled with amusement. How naive. In this world, the strength levels are divided into physical body, spirit sea, soul palace, divine connection, mighty power, holy lord, titled duke, titled king, and false god. If Ye Chen can't even win a simple rank-skipping battle, is he truly worthy of being the son of fate? Bang! Ye Chen stumbled slightly, but then he struck back. Holy son, nice moves, someone muttered. What? Murmurs spread like wildfire. He's clearly at the Soul Palace phase, but he actually held back the holy son of Taishuan? Brother Ye Chen is so handsome, a voice squealed. Shut up. Do you want to offend Lord Gu as well? Gu Chang'e smirked inwardly. As expected of a protagonist, his ability to humiliate opponents is remarkable. Everything Yi Chen did today is clearly aimed at stopping the Holy Lord of Taishuan from marrying his daughter to me. Then this Su Qingge, with her 350 points of luck, must be the female lead. Since I've already offended him completely. He turned to Su Qingge, eyes narrowing. Have you always been this confident in Ye Chen? You're trying so hard to appear calm. Do you want me to believe you two have nothing going on? Afraid I'll go after him? What a clever woman. Thud, the cup in Su Qingge's hand fell. It's empty, she murmured. Gu Chang'e stood and took the teapot. I'm not a beast. Why is Miss Su so nervous? I'm not. The tea is very hot. This kind of task should be left to the servants. If you hurt your hand, that would be unfortunate. Su Qingge flushed slightly. That's possible too? From the crowd, a furious cry. Gu Chang'e, how dare you touch her? Gu Chang'e's smirk deepened. Things are about to get even more interesting. Gu Chang'e, get your filthy hands off her. Your opponent is me. Chuan's voice thundered across the arena, filled with fury. Do you really think I wouldn't dare kill you just because you're the sacred prince? But Gu Chang'e remained calm, observing the unfolding scene with a trace of amusement. He thought to himself, if this followed the usual plotline, Ye Chen would now overcome all odds and defeat Chu Xuan. Then he would seize the moment to make some bet, challenge me outright, and depend on his so-called fortune to escape unscathed. With his cultivation talent, he'd return years later to avenge today's shame. And when that time came, wouldn't I be as good as dead? Unfortunately for Ye Chen, Gu Chang'e wasn't just a character in some narrative. He was a transgressor, someone all too familiar with this tired old trope. There was no way he'd let Ye Chen succeed that easily. I refuse, Gu Chang'e muttered under his breath, to let my life be dictated by some bullshit script writing. He found the entire charade boring. Since this matter concerns me directly, there's no need to trouble Chu Xuan anymore. A frightened voice stuttered nearby. Young Master Gu. And yet, despite the mounting tension, someone still had the audacity to challenge him. You're putting on airs now? Do you think I'm afraid of you? Ye Chen shouted, trying to mask his fear with anger. But the true cause of Ye Chen's fear was ignorance. Insignificant tricks, Gu Chang'e scoffed. He looked Ye Chen in the eyes. How did you expect me to respond to your words? Even his aura was overwhelming, so oppressive it made those nearby feel nothing but despair. A whisper ran through the crowd. Is young Master Gu truly this powerful? Of course he was. He came from the upper realm, a place Ye Chen clearly had no understanding of. As expected of someone from the upper realm, another elder murmured. To be this strong at such a young age, we really can't afford to offend him. They watched as Gu Chang'e's very presence humbled the proud. Then, deep within himself, Gu Chang'e contemplated. Face-slapping means to publicly shame and humiliate someone. So the fate value can be increased this way? If the fate value could raise a technique's tier, then it could naturally boost his cultivation too. System, he asked silently. How much will my fate value increase if I kill Ye Chen right now? But there was a catch. Does offending the fortunes chosen bring misfortune? He glanced down at his own fortune value. It was pitch black. No wonder. I really am a villain through and through. Yet a new strategy formed in his mind. So I shouldn't kill him just yet, but I can still slowly siphon off his fortune and strike when the time is right. That meant trying to break Ye Chen by targeting Qing wouldn't work. He chuckled to himself. Though young Master Gu appears only 50, his cultivation is already fathomless. A mere wisp of his breath makes us all tremble. He really is a god among men. An elder spoke up, humbled. I naively believed that the Taishuan sacred land, passed down through generations of wise men and spanning thousands of miles, was already a sovereign power of the world. But today, after seeing young Master Gu with my own eyes, I realize, no matter how strong you think you are, there is always someone stronger. Gu Chang'e simply waved it off. You all think too highly of me. My strength is nothing worth mentioning. Still, others lowered their heads in shame. It's humiliating. Our poor cultivation forced young Master Gu to intervene. It's fine, he replied. Young Master Gu has already shown mercy. But Yi Chen wasn't done. What is he doing there still? Yi Chen really doesn't know what's good for him. Then came the scream. It's impossible. How could this be? It's all because of you. It's all because... Yi Chen roared. Go to hell! But Gu Chang'e stood still, unmoved. Yi Chen, how dare you? You overestimate yourself, he said coldly. A sect elder stepped forward, voice stern. Yi Chen, you've not only violated sect rules but also repeatedly disrespected our honored guest. Seal his cultivation immediately and throw him into the dungeon. He will await young Master Gu's judgment. Another added, young Master Gu had already spared him, and yet Yi Chen still dared to sneak attack? Shameless, a third muttered. He's embarrassed our entire sect. Let go of me, Yi Chen yelled. I'm the most talented disciple of the sect. I am the sect's hope, its future. Meanwhile, Gu Chang'e turned to Saintess Ching'e, smiling gently. Saintess, I heard the moon is especially beautiful tonight. Would you be so kind as to bless me with your beauty? A hearty laugh followed from an elder. Young Master Gu remains elegant even after all that has happened. With such a composed young man, my daughter will certainly be willing. Ching'e, Yi Chen whispered weakly, watching her slip away. Another elder warned her softly. Our sect's future for the next 100 years lies in this man's hands. You must not make the wrong decision here, Ching'e. She nodded silently. All right. Gu Chang'e watched, inwardly pleased. So that's how it works. This fortune's chosen one is nothing more than a crop for my system to harvest. He smiled darkly. It may be troublesome, but the slow process of torturing an ant until its final breath is just my style. Ching'e, her father said gently, I know you're interested in Yi Chen, but considering the current situation, you must understand. Su Ching'e lowered her eyes. I understand. Yi Chen can't even come close to the Lord, not in status, not in power, and certainly not in the benefits he offers us. She sighed, the weight of responsibility settling in her chest. Father, it's all right. I'll go pay him a visit now. Meanwhile, Gu Chang'e was in his chambers when one of his subordinates arrived, kneeling respectfully before speaking. Young master, we've confirmed it. You were right. The Taishuan sacred lord summoned Su Ching'e and confided in her all of his sorrows. Oh? Gu Chang'e raised an eyebrow. The sacred land might look powerful from the outside, the man continued, but the truth is far from it. Their strongest figure, the Supreme Elder, passed away 300 years ago while meditating. The outside world still hasn't discovered this yet. So, Gu Chang'e murmured, they are weaker than they appear. Precisely. That's why you, young master, are the support they desperately need right now. The subordinate added, moreover, the Taishuan Sacred Lord's wife was a noblewoman from the upper realms. Years ago, she was captured by upper realm forces and taken back. Now, the Sacred Lord is hoping to use Su Ching'e to build a connection with you in order to trace his wife's whereabouts. A knowing smile tugged at Gu Chang'e's lips. So I guessed correctly. Yes, young master. Also, we are still monitoring Yi Chen. He remains imprisoned. Gu Chang'e narrowed his eyes. You seem particularly interested in Yi Chen. He's blessed with great fortune, the man explained. He could help us obtain many opportunities. I understand, Gu Chang'e replied with a nod. He leaned back, lost in thought. Ha! I have two characters blessed with immense fortune right in the palm of my hand, but I can't harvest them just yet, no matter how badly I want to. His gaze shifted to a glowing artifact floating nearby, the broken world seed. What exactly is this world seed? The system responded within his mind. Once refined, the complete world seed allows you to nurture a world within your own body. It will grant you endless fortune and full control over life and death. Gu Chang'e's interest deepened. So, I can create a world inside me? He paused, then asked, if I complete the world seed, will there be anyone left in this world who can kill me? He stood suddenly, power surging through him. System! Use up all my points right now! A terrifying aura erupted from his body. The entire mountain trembled, spiritual pressure blanketing the land like a storm. Is that power? One onlooker gasped, shielding their face from the sheer force. Another voice laughed softly. Ho ho ho, look at yourself now. From another perspective, someone remarked, not only does Gu Chang'e possess a tranquil heart and mind, he's also unbelievably powerful. Far more fascinating than Yi Chen, or whatever his name was. Within Gu Chang'e's mind, another voice stirred. We are two souls in one body. I know you. Shut up, Gu Chang'e snapped coldly. Shh, his focus returned to the system. Is this the power of the sacred emperor realm? He wondered. In an instant, all my talents advanced by a full level. What terrifying strength! He recalled how breaking through just a single level of the immortal Taoist code had consumed countless fate points. This technique must be extremely high tier. But he didn't worry. Forget it. As long as the system exists, I'll never lack fate points. His lips curled into a smirk. Ye Chen, oh Ye Chen, you look so pitiful when you cultivate with all your might. Yet you're such a pretty boy when I'm extorting your fortune. I hope you contribute a lot more. If I finish harvesting your fortune too early, it will be the death of you. Elsewhere, locked away in the dark silence of a cold stone prison, Ye Chen sneezed violently. Achoo! What the hell is going on? He rubbed his temples, dazed. In the past 3 years, no matter what danger I faced, I always escaped the jaws of death. I always pulled through. When have I ever been humiliated like this? He clenched his fists, a mixture of shame and confusion boiling within him. Gu Chang'e, he whispered bitterly. In the distance, a faint, familiar voice called to him. Shao Chen! His breath caught. Master? Master, where were you? Why didn't you come out and help me earlier? The disciple demanded angrily. The master responded calmly. At that time, I sensed the presence of a powerful spirit. I suspected it had something to do with the enemy responsible for your downfall, so I didn't dare to reveal myself. He then added sternly, but you shouldn't have acted so recklessly. Reckless? What? Do you also want me to give up on Su Qingji? The disciple snapped. Her physique. Shh, the master interrupted. We still need to give that some thought. He continued, Gu Chang'e not only has terrifying origins, but he's also backed by extremely powerful people. We can't afford to confront him head on. So what? The disciple scoffed. I was just unlucky this time. You're not learning from your recklessness, the master sighed. Instead, you're becoming even more arrogant. You are still far too immature. He paused, then said firmly, our top priority now is to get you out of your current situation. I have a feeling that there are many powerful masters trapped within this dungeon. Maybe. I have an idea. He leaned in, voice low. The only reason Taishuan's sacred land has controlled the dragon veins for hundreds of years is because the other sects feared the strength of the Supreme Elder. Then came the shocking revelation. What outsiders don't know is the Supreme Elder died 300 years ago. The disciple's eyes lit up. Master, if you spread that information, the sects that have been coveting the dragon veins would undoubtedly try to seize the land in chaos, and then I could escape. But the master warned, if that were to happen, Taishuan's sacred land would be destroyed. They've nurtured and protected you for so many years. I don't care, the disciple shouted. They were the ones who treated me heartlessly. I want every one of them to taste the consequences of offending me. The master sighed. Elsewhere, a discussion was unfolding. Was the opportunity young Master Gu mentioned earlier this remnant soul of a once powerful master? Someone turned to Gu Chang'e with curiosity. Young Master Gu, your words are quite interesting. Is the upper realm really as vast as you say? Gu chuckled. Kekeke, I told you. Gu Chang'e is a young and thoughtful man, far better than that Ye Chen or whatever his name was. The other person grinned. Whether the upper realm is vast or not, why don't you go see for yourself? You must be joking, someone replied. Without the strength of a quasi-god, the barrier can't be broken. These days, even the strongest cultivators across all the sacred lands in the eastern wilderness are only at the pseudo-sacred emperor realm. Is reaching the quasi-god realm really so powerful? Gu Chang'e mused. Once you reach the upper realm, you'll see how insignificant that realm truly is. A girl looked at him shyly. Young master, if we were in the upper realm, would you be able to protect me? Oh, what do you mean by that? Gu asked, amused. She hesitated, then spoke with determination. I know my current status may not be enough to please you, but I am willing to serve you for the rest of my life. Gu's mind turned. If the development path of a character related to the fortunes chosen yet changes, his fortune value would decrease, and mine would increase. If so, things just became much easier. Please me? Gu said with a smirk. Saintess Qingje, your attitude changes quite quickly. Are you sacrificing yourself so that I'll release Ye Chen? I, I wouldn't dare do such a thing, she stammered. I know my appearance is unworthy of your profound eyes, young master. Everything I'm doing is merely to show my sincerity in hopes that you won't take what happened earlier at the Great Wall to heart. Oh, Gu chuckled. Ye Chen was so infatuated with you that he didn't hesitate to sever ties with Taishuan's sacred land. And this is how you repay him? I cannot undo Ye Chen's mistakes, she said firmly. For the sake of my father and the sect, nothing else is more important. Gu's eyes narrowed. She continued, lowering her voice. Truth be told, my body possesses the 9-yin mystic beauty physique. No one else knows. Gu was genuinely surprised. The 9-yin mystic beauty physique? That's an excellent physique for refining. How generous of her, he thought, to share such a secret with me willingly. His gaze shifted inward. Ye Chen's fortune value has now dropped below 400. Suchinga is an incredibly cunning woman. She considered both Taishuan's sacred land's predicament and my status before making her move. He grinned. KK, I can exploit others, reap the benefits, and enjoy the company of such a beautiful woman all at once. Being a villain truly is sweet. Young master, she whispered. He cleared his throat. The 9-yin mystic beauty physique is one of the best for refining, and yet you told me so easily? She bowed her head. My family's sect was built on the blood and sweat of my ancestors for thousands of years. My life means little in comparison. As long as young Master Gu can save Taishuan's sacred land from destruction, I am willing to, she paused, to offer myself. Oho, Gu chuckled darkly. KKK. In his mind he asked, system, since she willingly offered herself to me, taking her in wouldn't trigger any backlash in terms of fortune. Would it? Damn the heavens and my cursed fortune, Ye Chen muttered bitterly. I should have known, nothing ever comes easily. He turned to Gu Chang'e. You told me that secret so easily. Aren't you afraid I'll leak it? I firmly believe in your character, young master, Su Chinga replied softly. I'll act as though I heard nothing about your rare constitution. Gu Changa's expression turned cold. Saintess Chinga, if that was your attempt to move me, you should return home. Ye young master. Saintess, please, have some self-respect. Far off, a shadowy figure chuckled. Keke! Even a beauty who came willingly to his doorstep couldn't capture his interest. As I thought, this Gu Chang'e truly is a mysterious man. She paused, reflecting. If I think about it carefully, young Master Gu didn't even do anything wrong in the Great Hall today. Yet I had already judged him as the villain. Was I wrong about him? She lowered her eyes. So Suchinga is beginning to change. If that's the case, perhaps it's time I reap the harvest from Ye Chen himself. Just as predicted, Ye Chen was indeed accompanied by the remnant spirit of a once powerful master. Suddenly, Gu Chang'e appeared before him. Gu Chang'e, what are you doing here? Obviously, I came to visit you, Gu said with a sly grin. Oh, I meant to pay my respects to the master backing you. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Ye Chen stammered. Enough pretending, Gu Chang'e said, amused. Who do you think you're fooling with that expression? Senior, are you going to continue hiding? That's hardly fitting for someone of your status. A quiet voice answered. I didn't plan to become your enemy, young master. Master, Ye Chen whispered. There's no need to corner a remnant soul like me, the spirit added wearily. You misunderstand me, senior, Gu Chang'e replied. I was only curious to see which omnipotent being could raise someone like Ye Chen. To this level, he looked the spirit up and down. Honestly, I thought it would be some old grandpa, but it's a young lady. Gu Chang'e, Ye Chen shouted. Who are you calling trash? Gu responded calmly. There have always been cases of pearls being cast before swine. As the saying goes, good birds rest in the finest trees and wise vassals serve the greatest masters. Isn't staying with Ye Chen a waste of your talents? Is he trying to challenge our relationship? The spirit thought, unsettled. You despicable bastard, Ye Chen exploded. You already stole Chingay from me. Now you want my master too? I stole Suchinge? Gu Chang'e arched a brow. That's not on me. She made every decision of her own will. Bullshit. Gu's voice remained composed. Humans climb upward and water flows downward. That's a natural law of this universe. He stepped forward. But if you really care for your master, don't hold her back. He turned toward the spirit. Do you truly think a remnant soul can linger in this world forever? Gu Chang'e's tone turned persuasive. Senior, if you're willing to follow me, I can help you. Not only can I restore your physical body, but I can even help you return to the peak of your former power. Gu Changje, Ye Chen roared. This is between me and my master. If you keep spewing this nonsense, I'll tear your mouth apart. Gu smirked inwardly. Success. I know Ye Chen can provide her with soul energy to sustain her, but with the way things are progressing, he's become more of a cage than a sanctuary. Master, don't listen to him, Ye Chen begged. He's just trying to trick you. But Gu Changge continued, unfazed. Senior, even without considering my background, I'm still far more capable than Ye Chen in every aspect. The spirit's thoughts swirled. Is he really just trying to destroy our relationship? Gu Changge is strong enough to kill Ye Chen outright. So why would he go this far? Or is he trying to convince me to join him? To be honest, Gu Changge hasn't actually done anything wrong. Ye Chen, on the other hand, keeps provoking and causing trouble. A long silence passed. Have you finished deliberating? Gu asked. The spirit trembled slightly. Ye Chen was the one who saved me from destruction. Naturally, I will not abandon him now. Gu nodded calmly. Very well. I'll give you time to think it through. If you change your mind, I'll forgive Ye Chen's past offenses and let him go. He added coolly, even having Taishuan's sacred land retract their punishment and restore his former position wouldn't be impossible. I could even give him Suchingi. You? Suchingi stepped forward quickly. Young Master Gu, please, stop. I appreciate your sincerity. Gu Changje smiled. Think about it carefully. Before I go, I've brought you a gift. He raised his hand, and a glowing object floated forth. The spirit's eyes widened. This is! Gu Changge's voice rang out with casual confidence.